guys, this is Talia. Welcome back to my channel. It's been 2 weeks, I think, since last time I was here. Not much done. I came back from my trip and my week was crazy. So I did not start Stitch Mania on the 1st. Everything I did it yesterday. I didn't have time Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I've been busy since I came back and I didn't have the time. So if no time, no time. I can't do nothing about that. So, I'm trying to move here. So, it's not much what I gotta show. There's no haul. It's not much what I gotta show, but we're still gonna do it. So, the last time I saw you guys was since April 14. That's when I did my last video. So that day I worked on my Gypsy Queen, which was my second time using it, and it was my March or April. I think it was my April whip go. I don't know. I don't remember. But I touched it again, so I made the goal of that one. So I'll put the picture here of what it was before, and still working on that hair. Still working on the hair, so it's not much. I only work on it for 45 minutes. So that is that. And so let me tell you the stats. So I work for 45 minutes, and the app has an update and it's completely different, but I'm liking it more. So I work for 43 minutes and I put 77 stitches. So far I have put 366 stitches on her, and I have worked on her 3 days. I have worked from her for 3 days, and I have done 3 hours. I had done 366 stitches, and I have worked 3 hours on it. The hours still I don't understand it, because it's giving it for minutes. So I have worked 2 hours and 80 minutes. Whatever that means. Whatever that means, I don't know. So anyway, so that was one that I worked on. And the other one that I worked on, it was my pandemic, which is, I think those are April. I'm not sure. Let me see. Do I have them written down here? Which are the... It's been very bad months since February. But it's okay, you know, life gets busy, and at least I'm still stitching, not as much as I want to, but I still do a stitch here and there. So the next one that I worked was my pandemic, which is a long dog. Oh, I didn't show you. That was my Gypsy Queen. That's how it's supposed to look at the end. And it's a Mirabilia. I'm out of touch. So that is that one. The next one that I touched that day was Pandemic, which is a long dog. I got mine when it was free. When the pandemic started in March of 2020, it was released free. I was able to grab it while it was free. And this is humongous. This is 365 by 429. Huge. I am doing it monochromatic. I'm doing it in a 28 count even weave, and I'm using Threadwork 10372. It's a beautiful, beautiful variegated browns and burgundy colors. I thought I was suitable for... Those are the colors. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful variegation. So that's what it is. I will put a picture here of what it was before, which is not much. And this is all I have. This is very tiny. It takes me time because it's a 28 count. I had to use my extra magnified glasses. This needle minder was by, I bought it in Etsy. I think it was perfect for that time. Shit happens. And that's all I did. It was fun to work on it. It takes me a long time because it's 28 count. I wish I could work more on this. I signed out for Stitch Along in person and on LNS in Cleveland. If once a month they meet, and my next one, I think I had to go in June. In June is the one because I couldn't go to the one in May. So I'm gonna go to the one in June, and you just work. It's from 4 to 9. So 5 hours? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 hours. And 5 hours, I'm sure that I do a lot. So I am going to try to go every month to that stitch along. You stitch any long dog. So I am going to stitch on this. I have 3 long dogs, but this is one that I really want to see progress on. I mean, I love the other 2. But this is the biggest one, so I can't wait to go to that stitch alone. It's on Friday, so I had to leave work at 3, so I take PTO and leave early, and just to go cross stitch. I love it, so can't wait to work on this again. The fabric, I say, is a 28 count even weave, and I hand dye it myself. So that is that one, and those colors looks beautiful in that fabric. So I can't wait to work on this again. I had not touched it since 2020 when I started it. So it was fun to work on it. I need to touch it again because this is part of the April. We are May already, so I'm behind in my whip go, but it's okay. I'll catch up. So I will touch it again soon. And then so it gets the 2 days that it's supposed to get with my whip go. So those are the 2 that I wore prior, that I went on my, well, way prior. Prior that I went to my trip. So then I came from my trip, and again, on Wednesday, I was not able to do nothing. That was the first, and Friday, Thursday and Friday either. But yesterday, I sat down after I did my commitment, because I have signed up to I have some commitments on some collaborations that I'm doing with my other channel. So yes, Friday I was gonna stitch after I did my videos, but I was exhausted because since I came to my trip, I had to drive. I was exhausted, and I had to go to work the next day. I didn't took off, so it's like my body was like, I need to go to bed. So I didn't stay late on Friday, but yesterday I stitched until 2 a.m. I started around 7 after I finished my other videos, and but by 2 o'clock, this pain, I was in so much pain with this hand, so I stopped. So what I did was I was supposed to have already 4 pieces, right? My goal was for Stitch Mania to stitch only 1 piece a day. So I was gonna do a whip, a new start, a whip, a new start, so on until for the month of May, because I have 18 whips from previous Stitch Mania, and I'm gonna start 13 new things, but I want to do whip new, so on. So yesterday I said, so I could stitch until late because it's Saturday. So I sat down around 7. That's I don't know, I could stitch during the day, but I'm accustomed that I start stitching at 7. So that's my time. I sit down at 7 to stitch after I do everything else that I need to do, because my list always is like this, and I'm running two channels, two channels, so I had to make content for this one, plus I had to make content for the other one, and I'm doing some collaborations with my scrapbooking, so it's taking a little more time from me. But I feel that my stitching start is 7 o'clock. So I sat down at 7 and I said I could work until maybe 3 o'clock. And it was pouring. I needed to take out Rain, but Rain Queen. It's raining today too, so I might work on her for half an hour. But I said, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work. I do the 4 pieces that are supposed to be up to, and the goal was to give it all the time that I had that day, but I couldn't. So all I gave was an hour, 48 minutes, an hour and 38 minutes, because for the last one, I was in so much pain that I said, I'm going to stop. So let me show you quickly what I work on. You plan things, and lives, I still have a life. I still have a job. I still have a house to run, even though I'm single. I still have a house to run, and things come up, and this is a hobby. So I cannot let this control my life. Like, oh, I can't do this because I had to sit down and stitch. No. And like I said in my last video, as the summer comes, it's going to be less stitching because I want to do more stuff outside. Because, we got to take advantage of summer, because summer is very short here in Ohio. So the stitching is going to go down. And again, I don't let the stitching control me. Like, I can't go nowhere, because by 7 o'clock I got to be sitting in my chair stitching, because I got to show it next Sunday. The hobby doesn't run me. I run the hobby. So I get here when I get here, guys. So, this is something I do because I want to. I don't get paid by YouTube or nothing. I do it because I want to, but I don't let it control me. The same thing with the other channel. I don't let it control me. When I could scrapbook and I show. I had to commitment because I could accommodate it, but I also told the person if I cannot put a week of video, I'll skip that week, because it's a hobby, it's not a job for me. So anyway, let's go back to cross stitch. So yesterday I sat down, and the way I'm working is my whips. I'm working in an order. All my whips has a number, because I do the number system. So all my whips has a number. So the whips that I have for Stitch Mania 2020, I'm following that number. So I work on the 38, that was the first one, and then the next day was supposed to be a new start, but I did it like that yesterday. I did the first one, the 38, that I need a new start, then I follow with continue with the 39, and then I did a new start. So today I'm supposed to work on the whip number 40. So yeah. So the first one that I work on is the key, and if I would have worked it the way I wanted, this would have been a finish in a day, but I couldn't. So it's okay. I am going to continue working on her, because I could finish her. If I work on it. So, but right now, I give it the time that I could, which was 1 hour and 20 minutes. So this is the key. This is by Barbara Anna Design. This was another design that it was free when the pandemic hit. When the pandemic hit, if you was not around or stitching at that time, when the pandemic hit, all the designers started a movement, which was be safe and stitch. It was a hashtag, be safe and stitch. And every designer out there, I mean, I don't have them all, but every designer out there gave free patterns. The pandemic was a free pattern for that movement, because we were locked down. We couldn't leave the house, so it was to keep us busy, and a lot of people get anxiety or got in depression. And you know, it was a tough life. It was a tough time in my. I never thought that I would live something like that. It was very tough. It was very stressful. It was very depressing to see the streets so empty, and it was crazy. It was a crazy time in 2020, 2021. So there for 2020, when the lockdown started, so that movement started, and there was so many patterns by every designers out there that it was hard to keep up. I was able to grab a lot of them. A lot of them I didn't. But this one was one, Barbara Anna. So I started her in Stitch Mania that year. We were still in lockdown. So I started her. And I am going to do some alterations. Like, this right here, the pink right here with these diamonds. All that is going to be beads. It does not require beads. I want to alter it. So I am going to put here what it was before. And this is what I have. So I did a lot. And like I said, if I would have given her the whole time that it was supposed to be given each pattern, she would be a finish or almost finished. But I'm still going to be working on her through the years because she is one of the 24 that I need to finish this year. So let me give you the stats for that one. So I did an hour and 20 minutes, and I did an hour and 1 minute, and I put 119 stitches. I have stitched on her 2 days. I have put I have put 2 hours and 35 minutes into it, and I have put 244 stitches on it. I don't give the percent because even though they did change, there's something I still haven't not figured out. But he did add the button to count and not count the empty stitches, but I still haven't been able to figure it out. So I'm not giving the percentage of those that I know that is counting the thing. But now the app has a good feature too. I'll talk about that in a minute. So the next one that I worked was a new start, because remember, a whip and new start, a whip and a new start. So the new start that I started, it is by Fat Quarter Shop. This was a charity. Oh no, they released it for the World Cross Stitch Day in 2021. It's this one right here, Stitchographic or Stitchography. I started that. I'm using the thing, and I just realized this is not DNC. This is Cosmo. For me, it was DNC until I read. So I'm using Cosmo, which is first time I use those threads. But let me tell you, they stitch like butter. They are so good to stitch with. So I like them. And there was a free pattern also on the back of this. There's a free pattern for that. So the fabric that I'm using is a 16 count Aida in white that I buy at Hobby Lobby. And I did it white so those colors could pop. This is the color. It feels like silk. This thread is so soft. It feels like silk. And this is all I have. Again, if I would have given more time, I could have done more. But I gave them what I had by the time that I can. So that's all I have. The word hoop. So this is gonna go in my shelf, and it will come out in rotation. But that's all I could give them this week. So that was a new start. Then after that, I work on my DIY pandemic, And when I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't want to work on that. But I did work on it, and the DIY pandemic is a pattern that I recopilate. I grabbed from that movement back in 2020 during the pandemic, that I said that a lot of designers. So what I did was I did a whole bunch of the smaller patterns, and I put them together in these patterns that I did, and that one I some of them I did myself. Then I got this graph. This was free from Tiny Modernist. It was for this. It was a stitch along word live by word to live by. It was a series which there was a whole bunch of sayings. It was for this pattern that I was gonna join it, but then I decided not to. So the border was free. So when all those patterns came out, I said, so I could do this with all those COVID related patterns. So that's what I did. And then I used the form, and then I put which patterns I was going to use it, and the one in the middle I charted myself. So the one that I worked yesterday, I started this one. It's a whip, but every single cubic, every single thing has a different pattern. So I started this one yesterday, but it's not considered as a new. Well, it is considered as a new and a whip, because the whip is because the project is a whole, but every little thing is a thing. It's a new start, and a new start and a finish. So this is what I will put here how it was before, and this is what I did. So I just did the word breathe again. If I would have given the whole day, it would be a start and finish, because all I'm doing is the just breathe with the flowers and the border. And in an hour I did the word. So if I would have given the whole day like it was supposed to be, only one project per day, I would have started and finished this one, but it didn't happen. But it's okay. I am happy with the progress, and it will come out again in my rotation. And what I'm doing is I'm highlighting a word in every little cubicle and every little square. I'm highlighting a word. So breathe, I did it with 4 strings, so it could be bulky. You see how bulky it is? Because I want it like that. The same thing, these are the other tools that I have done. So on this one, Panic, it is bulky. And then on this one, I think it's Earth. Yeah, Earth. So this is what I have so far, which is going to be cute. It's going to be big when I finish. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with this when I finish it. But I like it. I think I will do a big pillow and put it as a cushion downstairs in my couch. I don't know. It's a good remembers of what we went through. So yeah, that's all I did. It could have been a finish if I would have given the day. But like I say, it is a hobby, and I give it the time that I can. The hobby doesn't control me. You can't let the hobby control you, because then it is, in my case, I feel like it's not fun no more, because I am forced to do it, and that's not how I work. That's not how I work. I stitch when I stitch what I want. So that's that. And after that, it was already past midnight. I think it was like 12:30 or something like that. I was already feeling pain in my hand. I don't know, my hand is acting up again. So I was like, it's hurting real bad, but I still got one more to do. I still got to touch one more so I could be cut up. So I said, you know what? I know I have a printed kit that I added to the thing. I'm gonna stitch that for at least half an hour to have it started, because it's a kit that it's not in a rush to be finished. So, but I put it in a new start because it's something I want to start, but it's no rush to finish it. So if I could give it only 30 minutes, it would be fine because I started it. That was not the plan, but that's how it came out this week. So the one that I started is this printed kit. It is tiny. It is tiny. It is tiny, and that's all I did. This right here, this white right here, that's all and I was stitching with one hand at that point because I was in terrible pain, but I still wanted to do it. So that's all I have. That's all I did for my first 4 days. Today is May 5th, so happy Cinco de Mayo to you guys. I'm having Mexican for dinner. So that's all the stitching I did this week. I stitched tonight, and tonight is gonna be only one project, two, because I gotta take out Rain Queen only for half an hour, and then the rest of the night is gonna be, I would say, until today's Sunday, but I'm a night owl. I don't go to bed early, even if I had to go to work the next day. So I could say that I could push it until midnight stitching. So whatever it is that I'm supposed to work today, which, let me see, hold on. So this is what I'm supposed to work tonight. So it's gonna get a good amount of stitching. So it's this one, and I forgot to go to Hobby Lobby and get, but I bought some metallic for that calorie manning that I haven't started yet. So I am gonna borrow it from that whip, well, not whip, from that pattern, and I am planning to stitch the whole Eiffel Tower and continue with the row. So it's gonna have a good thing because I'm only working on this and Rain Queen, but Rain Queen is only for half an hour. So that is all the stitching I have, guys. So it's not even half an hour, but I'm gonna show you what I received. Oh, first let me give you the weekly stats. So I work one day, I work on 4 projects, and I work for 3 hours and a half, and I put 518 stitches. Not bad. And the update that they have done in the app, now you could put it like this, and then I could put a picture of the, I haven't put all the pictures as I worked them, then I will put it, but it's easier to find out what I'm looking for. And also, when you look at let me look at this one. So when you work on it now, it tells you all the static here. Before we were supposed to go to different graphics. Now everything is in there. And the lags looks different too. The lags, I don't even have to open them because it tells me right there what I have done. But what I love of it is that in home, it tells me, it's like right there, it says in 2024, you have made, and what it goes for 2024, you have made 40,109 stitches over 140 days for 144 hours on 59 projects you have started 40 projects and you have finished 9 projects. It gives me everything right there. This was not in the app before. And then if you list it here, it tells you all the projects that I have worked on 2024, which is good. Plus, you could go individually, like it tells you in Foss and Rabbit, I work only in January 1st. And then if you click on it, it doesn't do nothing. It just tells you the projects that you have worked on, which is good at the end of the year, because when I do my end of year review, I could know exactly, I could know which webs I touched and which I didn't, which is good, because like in June, I want to do a review of which I have not touched half of them. Even though I have worked in 59 projects, but I have 140 or 136. So, but it's good because it gives me that. I love that upgrade that he did. And it does have the button to count stitches, but for me, even if I put it, it's the same number. I don't know how to deal with it. Maybe I will send him an email, because he did reply to me eventually. I'm sure he's busy. And he replied to me and he let me know that he told me that was coming in the new update in a couple of days. And it did show up in the update. So it was fun to see that. And I love the way it gives you all the information right in the homepage. So I don't need to use Notion no more. So, but I'm still putting things in Notion. I don't know. I got to get out of the habit. So why did I receive no haul at all? Nothing. So I received my May bitty bows, which I said that I was going to take it to the trip. I didn't have time to do nothing. So this is the May bitty bow. It's very cute. I have not started it, and I don't think I will, because I am focusing only on Stitch Mania this month. So this is going to get put away, and I will start it sometime in a couple of months and have it as a whip, and then try to finish it for next May. I am concentrating only in Stitch Mania, so nothing else is being done. So this is the fabric. This is the cutest thing. I think it goes like that. Yeah, it goes like that. I put the needle minder and everything because I took it with me, but I didn't have no time. Look at this fabric, how beautiful it is. That's the back of the pillow. And then I don't know what the other stuff is, but I received the Chanel. I don't know what happened, because I took this stuff. Let me see. Is it here? It's not here. I don't know what I did. The other stuff. The other part of the kit. But anyway, that's how the design is. It's more gardening and kind of stuff. So it's not going to be done this year. I put it as a whip, and then it will get done for next May. Right now, you see, I even took the hoop. I'm focusing on Stitch Mania. Oh, I see it across the hall, but I'm not going to go over there. Across the hall, across the room. So what I got my Foss and Rabbit 8 May, which is this part right here. I'm still in this corner right here. I haven't touched this at all. It will get done. Then my April Patreon stitch along. This is May right here. This building and this part right here. That's May. I'm still right here in this tree. So it will get done. And then the Patreon for this month, for the 3 tires, 2, 3, and 4, is this bird, which I love. It reminds me of this bird right here. So I am going to do it. I might do the colors that I have, which is pink and purples. I might do it that color. And it says, no bird soars too high if he soars with his own wings. Love it. I'm changing the colors completely, of course. But I like it. No rush to start it, but it's going to get started. Then for tier 3 and 4, we got this one, which I love, with the bunnies. It's called Bunny Bouquet. Again, I love it. I am gonna do it, and I am gonna do it Eastery, meaning that I will do it with pastels, so it could be very Eastery and be in display in Easter sometime any year. I don't know exactly what year, but it will be displayed for Easter because I'm gonna do it Eastery with the Easter pastels colors. So yeah, I will do bunnies in white and pink. Cute. And then the last one for the tier 4, exclusive for tier 4, which is the highest tier, is this Fork Floral Cottage. Love, 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 love this. I want to do it. I don't know if I think I will do those colors. That look very fallish to me. She's very primitive in her color scheme. So, but I want to do it. I love it. So I'm going to do that. So those are the patterns that I received for my Patreon. And for these ones, I pay because I pay Patreon. This is a free stitch along. I think it's the last one this year. I haven't heard nothing that they're going to do a 2025 one. And then the only subscription I have left is this one. And because it's a commitment of a year and I like it, and so that's the only subscription that I have right now. And I received my magazine, my summer 2024 magazines. There's a few things here that I like. Let me see. Let me show you quickly. What is it? There's a few things here that I would like to do. Just a few. I want to do this one to make a little pillow for the 4th of July. I don't know if it will happen then. There's a few that I like. I like this. Is this a stitch along? Which I do have. I should have them all because I get the magazine. I like this one too for for the like a 4th of July Memorial Day thing. But Memorial Day is this month, so that's not gonna happen. I really like this, but that's not something I would do. I don't do camping and all that stuff, so yeah, there's a cute ones. So yeah, so that's all I received, guys, and that's what I've been up to. I have no plans but continue with Stitch Mania as much as I can. Try to do daily, but again, like I said, this doesn't control me. If I can, I can. Then I pick up on the weekend. I do plan to going forward, like for the months of summer. I think I'm thinking of changing the way I do videos. Weekly updates is a little bit of, how I call it, stressful in a way. Because it's like I got a cross stitch in order to do a Flosstube, right? And I find it's getting to be stressful and not fun because I'm being forced to cross stitch in order for me to have content. I do follow a lot of YouTubers that they do monthly recaps. And I think I'm getting that way, at least for the month of summer. I'm gonna try it starting in June. I'm committed for Stitch Mania, so I am gonna finish Stitch Mania. But then in June, I am gonna start doing monthly videos instead. And I still want to do cross stitch, but I still gotta do also diamond painting. So I want to do like a monthly recap of what I work. On this channel, all I'm showing is cross stitch, diamond painting, which I haven't done none, and I have a lot of them to start or to work on. diamond painting, sewing, and quilting, which I haven't showed nothing because I haven't sew bags. I have not do anything else because the only time all I'm working is cross stitch. So but that's going to change. Going forwards, it's going to be monthly recaps, and it's not going to be all cross stitch. I am going to take one day to do diamond painting. I want to take one day to do sewing. I want to do one day to do English paper piecing. Plus, I had to work also in my scrapbooking. So I do have a lot of hobbies, so I cannot just focus in cross stitch because that's not what I do only. And cross stitch is my second love, not my first love. My first love is scrapbooking. So, and I need to, it's only one of me with many hobbies that I like to do. So yeah, going in January, going forward, I am going to start doing monthly recaps instead of weekly recaps. And see how I like it. If I miss coming weekly, then I come weekly. But it's not going to be everything cross stitch. I need to do the other 3 things that I need to do. I need to do most project bags. I need to do project bags. I have 2 projects of quilting that I want to start, but I have not started it. Plus, I have a few diamond painting that I need to start that I have not started. So, yeah, things are going to change a little bit because I'm feeling not frustrated. I'm just, it's stressing me, and I don't like to be stressed because, again, this is a hobby. It's not supposed to stress me. It's supposed to relax me and enjoy what I'm doing. So that's the little changes that are coming to this channel. But anyway, that's it, guys, because I don't want to make it an hour, and it's already 42 minutes, and it's no need to be an hour long. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully I'll come back next Sunday and I have work how it's planned. But if not, it is what it is. So thank you for watching, and until next time. Bye now.